The boots are in the shot.
Thank God.
Cheers.
Oh.
Cheers.
This week's Bev.
Oh my
God. This week's Bev in Aperol Spritz. We didn't introduce last week's Bev.
What was it?
A Paloma? Question mark? It was like a ghetto Paloma because it was with squirt.
That was the most ghetto.
It wasn't
That's
like
the most ghetto cocktail I've ever had.
It'd be rude to call it a Paloma considering it barely
True.
was.
That would be like disrespectful to
The viewers.
yeah. And I was like, and whoever created
The Paloma.
True Paloma. Probably some bartender somewhere.
So something about this couch that just annoys me is our friend peed on this couch and it's never been the same since.
Truly. I hate how it's too clean now.
It's like
Because it's like, it doesn't feel like it's been lived on.
all the other cushions are like run through.
Yeah, they've been lived
And this
on.
one's now so fluffed up. It's like
Firm. I said her.
it's
It's so hermit crap.
It's so
Like this is
great.
like, it has give. You know, it's like, this just doesn't, it's like not comfortable to sit on that part.
no, it's not. So thanks, friend.
Believe that.
If you pee on someone's couch, what would you do?
Well, first of all, I'd probably be mortified and like kind of cry in the bathroom in the morning. But you know, make sure to not leave before they wake up. Not leave. Because
Right.
like, I feel like it's worse to get that text, and I think I'd want to know their reaction, face value. You know what I mean? That it's like,
Because
okay,
like
when
how
you
much
send a text,
damage?
when you send a text,
Yeah.
they can not respond for like 2 hours, and they're probably just talking shit about you.
No, because at that point with the text, you're stewing, you're pissed, you're thinking
You're
about
just staring at it. You're like, what the fuck do I even say to
right.
respond to this? Like,
Also, let's say you didn't see that text, and then you sit
Oh my
on that
God.
couch. Could you
that's
imagine?
so true. Like, I mean, I feel like it was pretty obvious.
It was obvious,
But-
like in the off chance,
Like, let's just say I'm still feeling something in the morning.
right? And you're just
And I
like
just wanted to lay on my own
wandering
couch.
and want to turn on a show.
Ugh.
Pee.
But yeah, I feel like
I would definitely like
hope they
wake
wake up.
them up, or I would want to
like if I had to go somewhere.
Yeah, if like I have work or whatever, and I'm like running in there, I'd be like, I'm so sorry I peed on the couch. I will come back after work and deal with this later.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, that's so shitty because the fact that you have to be gone for like 6 hours plus, and
It's marinating.
they can't sit on the couch, like,
It's a marination station.
I know, like,
Ugh.
I know, but yeah, that's probably what I do. Like, if I did have to go somewhere, could you imagine like you're leaving for like good, like a flight or like a
Could
road
you
trip?
imagine? Then you literally can't help them.
I think friendship is over. The friendship
You have to be like
is over.
very good friends in order to do that in your friendship span. Because we're still friends with our unnamed pea coucher friend.
Pea coucher. Why does
And
that sound like a
he's
different
great.
language?
Pea coucher.
He's such a pea coucher.
Or no, couch peer.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It honestly doesn't make sense, but I love it more.
I love it more, but
Pea coucher.
I don't think it's like a friend ending, friendship ruining.
No, but I do think if you only know one of the people at the apartment,
That would be a struggle.
like, and I feel like with him, he knew both of us. Like, he's not the bestest of friends with Ashley.
Right.
Well, that's fine.
That's fine.
I can say that name. So then, I mean, he told us that he did it at that other house
Person's
of girls,
house. Yeah.
and like only knew the one
If you are a serial
couch.
pea
coucher.
coucher,
Oh my god.
you need to get that checked out. Like,
I-
there's some steps that you need to start taking before bedtime,
You
and
should-
preferably going to the bathroom, probably.
Probably that. Or like, yeah, like not drinking water if you're gonna go to bed in the next 30 minutes.
Right.
But you know, obviously it's
Like, don't you say you literally don't drink water before bed?
me.
Yes.
Yeah, like I don't like to wake up in the middle of the night. So it's like I would probably just stop drinking water by like 9.
Yeah.
Because I don't like having to pee. Also, because I go on my phone for probably like 2 hours.
Right.
So it's like, I want to be settled into my
Mhm.
bed, and I don't want to have to get up at all
No.
until the next morning.
It's a day ruiner having to go pee in the middle of the night. Or that's a night ruiner.
It's a horrible day starter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because
it's like,
it's like trying to go to bed sucks.
oh my god, it's the worst.
Do you have a list of like day ruiners?
I haven't thought about that.
Like, for example, like when I drink a hot like coffee or whatever in the morning and it burns my tongue, that's a day ruiner because your tongue is actually fried all day long.
Same thing with like biting your cheek, biting like
Like,
your lip.
Because that can last days. That's a week ruiner.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Day ruiner is like waking up with a canker sore.
Yeah.
Like, that's a week ruiner too.
That
you know, it's like, oh, I know this is just gonna get worse. Day ruiner too, like waking up with like a really random pimple on like an important day.
Right.
Like, where did you come from? Like, where did you come from?
We're taking our school book photos
Seriously,
today.
like, were you seen like My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
I don't remember.
Okay, because like the whole thing is that like Windex is the end all be all cure of everything. Windex.
Okay.
Windex.
Okay.
And
for
like,
more than just windows?
yeah,
Okay.
like you know, you have like a what are those
Peanut
called?
couch.
Like yeah, right? Probably. But like, oh, it was like, oh, he had a wart, and so he would just like put his wart in like a bowl of it's just the blue liquid.
Who writes these movies?
Legends, obviously. But basically, she wakes up on her wedding day, pimple, and they're like, concealer, makeup, like, it's gonna be fine. And then she's like, oh, like, you can't see. And then after their ceremony, they're in the limo, and then he's like, I woke up with a huge pimple, like, today too. And she's like, well, I can't see. And he goes, put some Windex on.
Windex? Is that like a running joke?
It's just in that movie. And I'm
that's
like,
kind of funny.
And I'm like,
I wonder.
should we test it?
Yes.
But, like, on what? I feel like I would do it on, like, I don't know, like a cut, but then that seems really...
No, that would be so painful.
Yeah, no, that's awful. I think that's, like, getting into your body then. Like,
Yes.
it's toxic, I feel like.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's probably
No
not
open
good for you.
wounds. No open wounds. But, like, what else could I solve with someone? Maybe I could try it on, like, a stain. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
but what if it gets worse? You know what I mean?
No.
So it's like...
There's no winning.
We should do, like, a Reddit search if, like,
I
someone's ever
love
tried
Reddit.
it. I know you do. I never go on
You
Reddit.
can find the world's answers. Like, the secrets of the world, like, everything.
Secret societies are on Reddit.
On Reddit. It's so awesome. I love that.
I love a secret society show.
I feel like I wish I was a part of a secret society.
I feel like you'd have to do some, like, really bad things to get into it, though, and, like, I don't know if I'm chill
Like
with that.
hazing?
Yeah. Like, maybe, like, a sacrifice or...
A sacrifice? Like
You
your
know-
firstborn or something.
Probably that.
Yeah.
No, like, an inside job, you know how they, like, go to, like, that big owl, like, it's, like, Hemlock Grove or something?
Yeah. Such a good show.
Such a good show.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, based on, like, a, true theory.
Right,
Which,
right.
Like, whatever. You never know.
You never know.
But it's...
No, like, there's some whack people out there. So.
Yeah, but it's crazy that they, it's like, all the presidents have, like, been to this, like, Hemlock Grove thing, and, like, it isn't, like, Redwood.
It's in California?
It's in California.
Oh my god.
It's, like, actually a real place. And apparently, like, yeah, a sacrifice is, like, done there to, like, whatever.
I can see the heebie-jeebies.
So that's why I'm like, secret society, I'll stay out of it.
Yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't, like, get involved.
Like, you would either have to, like, maybe, like, kill someone, or you have to do some, like, humiliation, like, ritual.
Yeah.
And that I'm not chill with. I can't be embarrassed.
No. That's, like, worse. That is totally
Worse than killing someone.
I'm not saying,
cops.
like, whether or not it's illegal, it's, like,
Okay.
personally
So if
worse
it wasn't
for me.
illegal.
Well, obviously it's worse for me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, but the guilt of killing someone, I don't know, might be worse.
I don't know about that one.
Especially because, like, what would the
I
humiliation...
cannot endorse that.
Yeah. Would the humiliation ritual be, like... I don't know.
What's, like, the most humiliating thing you can do?
I don't know, like, walk naked in public? I feel like that is so embarrassing, but, like...
Yeah.
People do that, like...
At Beta
It's not like
Breakers,
people don't do
we
that, but
saw
yeah.
Like 30,
50, like
50,
50, I
50
swear.
naked men. And it was so scary. Like, I didn't think that was legal.
It's not. Like,
So how
and
come
there's
they were
cops
doing it?
everywhere. I think, honestly, like, have you ever seen a cop run? They look
No.
stupid. They probably don't want to, like, run after a
Have you
naked
seen
guy.
cops running in the wild?
I've definitely seen videos.
I know, but, like, I've never actually, like,
No,
been,
there's-
like, on a street and seen a cop, like, running.
Exactly.
I can't
Because,
picture
they
that.
just get in their car, and it's, like, in this situation, they can't get in their car, so it's just kind of like, am I going to, like, really go onto the race area
Mm-hmm.
and tackle this guy to go put his clothes
Because people
on?
are, like, quite literally running.
Yeah.
In
so,
a way.
I honestly think that's why that it's like,
Right.
if you're just not, if you're in the middle and you're not on, like, the sides, you can probably get away with it.
But why can't they be like, pack it up, buddy? Like, put on some clothes. I don't know.
Or, like, okay, most humiliating thing, coming back,
Yeah.
I think it's more embarrassing, like, to do something in front of someone that you like
Yes.
versus, like, strangers. Duh.
Yes.
Because you actually care about what they think of you.
Because I actually don't normally care around randoms, like
No.
how I look. Like if I'm going to just Walgreens, I don't care how I look.
No.
But like, let's say you're going to school or work, and you're like, class crush is there. Oh my god!
No,
like,
yeah, like
I would
just to the
be
nines.
mortified.
But like, what is the humiliation thing or the humiliating
No,
thing?
it could be anything. It could be like, you know, when you're saying like here and it's like a voice crack, I'd be like, oh my god, my class crush. Like,
So much worse for a guy though, because like I swear with the voice crack, like, with a girl, it's like, all right, that's just a blip.
Normally
like,
it's like I just haven't really talked yet in the morning.
my worst
It's
is like, yeah, when I swear it's like I have 6 years of mucus built up. I'm like,
right
here, like
yeah,
like here. I don't
it's
really,
like my voice isn't awake yet.
yeah.
Do you have a work crush?
No,
I don't. And I feel like
no, that's what I'm missing in my life.
exactly. Like
I miss
used
that.
to have a crush in every single one of my classes.
Me too.
And then I would just be so excited to go to class, you know, look good, feel good. Maybe you're going to smile across the classroom at your class crush today.
Or you have a presentation and you completely bomb it, and it's the most embarrassing thing ever.
And then
like,
boom,
that's embarrassing. Like,
yeah.
I feel like, first of all, I always hated presentations anyways, so I feel like it's embarrassing in itself.
Right.
But like, if you're, you know, honestly, once you kind of just got like more into your either like major classes or whatever, it's the same people, you know. That
also,
kind
you
of
actually know what you're talking about at that point.
Yes.
When you're in like random GEs,
like if I had to do a bio presentation, like
I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
ask me anything and I won't be able to give you an answer.
No.
Even if it's the most like basic thing of all time.
Right.
Like, what even is mRNA?
I don't know.
Like DNA and then there's RNA. What is M? What is the M?
I don't.
Or
I'm a business major.
Same.
Because I think
You're
that's
not
like,
anymore.
no, I'm like
We were.
a corporate American. I don't know what's the term. A taxpayer. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm a girl with a corporate job.
Yeah.
That sounds so much
a
worse.
corporate baddie, if you will.
Yeah, for sure.
Just looking for my work crush.
I need to like get involved in some like communities.
Okay, what type of community? A secret society?
Probably. and then the humiliation ritual is like putting a crush.
Having your secret society crush, and it's like, ooh.
Oh my god.
And we stand next to him at the ritual.
And you have like horrible morals and values because you're in these societies that like take advantage of people. But like, love having a crush.
But like, I do it for the bit, for the crush.
For the plot. Okay. The most embarrassing thing.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to that.
Like, I think still, because I've been trying to think about it in like back of my brain, is saying something like truly, like maybe an inner thought that you never want to like get out, but like you're drunk and you tell your crush.
Oh my god.
That inner thought that maybe
Mortified.
it's like a secret thing that you do, guilty pleasure that's not really chill. You know what I mean? Like it's like, no, that's embarrassing if you know about that.
Yeah.
That to me is, I think, like the most embarrassing thing.
Because I think
And
the
they're
worst,
sober. Like,
oh
you're
my
just
God, it's like, that
Keep
is
adding
like
it.
a recipe for disaster.
No, that's like probably like my biggest fear.
I feel like
It's fine. We're in an intense conversation. Like, I need to calm down about the fucking doors. It's okay.
because at the end of the day, like, I can't really be embarrassed around my family.
No.
I can be like semi-embarrassed around
Never
my
run my
friends.
family.
But like coworkers, like yeah, I can be embarrassed at work, but like it's normally something that's stupid. Like
Yeah.
like I don't know how like whatever, like walking to the printer is like embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Like,
It's
sharpening
like
your
stupid
pencil
thing.
in like elementary school, it was like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Or like blowing your nose.
Shut
in a
up.
canal, coughing. Like stuff like that, yeah, that's embarrassing, but not like heart wrenching. It's not
Yeah.
like you're gonna think about that.
You
for
know why I
days.
brought this up. We both had an experience. Basically saying something truly embarrassing. You know what mine is, but I couldn't even tell you for like 3 years. I was sitting on that shit.
I don't even know.
Yes, you do. He's friends with that person.
It's so true. Yeah. Oh my god.
Like,
well, I'll
like
never
I still
forget-
like, I'm like, oh.
I'll never forget
Oh god.
our friend telling the love of her life that he's the love of her life.
Who?
Like that is so embarrassing.
She does not get embarrassed, so I can get embarrassed though. So like that's what was wild.
Is getting embarrassed a choice? You can choose to not be embarrassed, right?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, I do believe that, and it's why it like sometimes makes me feel better that I'm like, just stop being embarrassed and you can be. But there is something where it's like your brain is your biggest enemy because you want to be like, I'm not embarrassed, I'm done. And it's like, you're so embarrassing. Like, you just tell yourself, like,
my internal monologue never stops.
We are our own
like,
biggest demons.
Of course, no. This brain is around into like you're the worst.
Yes, and it's like, and everyone hates you.
And everyone hates you. No one is your friend.
Is that just called anxiety?
Is that maybe? Probably.
And it's like, oh, we just.
Do you think people exist in the?
I don't think people exist. I think we might just be holograms.
No, do you think people exist and they don't have just like thoughts running in their minds 24/7?
100%, I think.
What do they think about?
I'm sure it's like, if they don't have anything to think about it, it might just be like, they're just looking at the trees, or like they're on a walk, or...
That must be such a calm life.
Yeah, it seems boring.
Yeah, right.
Honestly,
I need a little bit of flavor.
I need always a song in my head. I'm like rehashing an argument and like thinking of how I can improve my my
taking notes on like you really fucked up.
Okay, next time you know what you have to say is this. That's a good comeback. Like that's the type of stuff that's in my head. Or again,
I make up fake conversations in my head all the time. Mm-hmm. All the time.
Or I make up fake scenarios all the time. Especially when listening to music on a walk. I'm like, I'm in a music video / movie / I'm about to tell the love of my life. He's the love of my life.
But like, I will just be like driving, and then it will be like a series of events where I'm like, what if I just like crashed in the median, and then like, oh my god, I'd be dead, and then like, what would people say at my funeral, and then like,
I think about that. I think like, who would come?
Like, it's just like those thoughts spiral, and I'm not saying it's like, oh, I was like, it's like negative thoughts. It's just like my mind just wanders and plays all these scenarios.
Like sometimes my brain will just be like, what if you got hit by a car today? Like, you know, it's like,
right? It's like,
well, why are you thinking like that?
It's like, would I get a broken leg? Would I be in the
or
hospital?
would I like be paralyzed?
Would I be so you it's just like I don't know, I just think of scenarios, but it's not like I'm scared to walk outside.
No,
yeah, it's just
I definitely think that there are people like that though. But like,
no, that's like
a
don't
condition that we have.
No, we don't have it because you leave the house. But some people like are afraid to leave the house.
Oh, I was still talking about like I do think there are people with brains that just like
they only think
their brains are like quiet.
That's crazy. My brain is loud, and so is my voice.
You know, go hand in hand. It'd be weird if your brain was loud and like you're really shy and quiet, because like you gotta get those thoughts out somehow.
That's like the definition of gym bros who like, you know what I mean, where they go to the gym to like fight their inner demons.
Oh, yeah, basically.
So that's a loud thinker and a soft talker, I guess. Can you picture walking up to the love of your life and being like,
stop? Like I actually am like feeling anxious right now.
And be like, confess your love. And then that'd be like, no thank you.
Takes like pity on you for you even thinking that could be reciprocated. Like, we can't.
That is probably the most embarrassing thing. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Confessing your love for someone and then being like, thanks. If they start out by saying thank you, it's over.
Oh my god.
It's over.
Like, where do you go from there? You have to excuse yourself and take a long walk. I don't care if it's 2 in the morning at the bar, you are walking home. I don't care.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, save money on an Uber, walk home.
Do you remember the guy that did that to me on my driveway?
You didn't even say thank you. That's what was like, I'm gonna go, give me a second.
I literally was like, I'm gonna go to bed. And he's like, can I come in? And I was like, no, you can leave. You can leave and take your feelings with you.
Did he stop you outside of an Uber? Or like,
I was walking home.
Oh,
and he was just like
outside.
I was walking from Tom, next door neighbor's house. I literally was just like, picture going one house over.
Yeah.
Just sidewalk, driveway.
And you're there.
Home. And this guy is just in front of my house. I'm like, that's
like
weird.
on the sidewalk, right? Yeah, like he was going somewhere too, or you know,
because he lived kind of down the street-ish, like in the neighborhood.
Did he live at the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, hello, good evening.
Ew! Who says good evening when they're 22?
I know, it was like 3 a.m.
Good evening.
Good evening, kind sir. And it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, hey, get back from the
bars. It's like we've
like,
known you for the last like 3-4 years.
Right? Like just weird. Like a friendly hello, good night, like, yeah, I'm just getting home too, like whatever.
Like, say hi in passing type.
There's nothing wrong with that, and in fact I do that quite all the time, like quite often.
Quite all the time.
Quite
Yeah.
all the time. And then just start unpacking your feelings, which to me, I'm like, are they even real? Because I run my mouth.
Yeah, especially when I've been drinking. I know everyone who's like drunk words or sober thoughts. I refuse
That's
to believe
such a
that.
lie.
I think it's certain people. Because to me, I'm like, I know for a fact I wouldn't be saying. Sometimes I'm talking and my brain is like, what are you even doing? Like, I'm just straight lying.
I lie all the time.
I lie all the time when I'm drinking. And I just love. It's so funny to see how like much I can lie to see if like someone will believe it. Like, I'm like,
because I'll run with a bit.
yeah, I'm like, are you gullible enough to believe that like I did grow up in the south of France?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
does it look like I like could be?
Can I
And I
speak
have
French?
no accent at all. And then I have to like be like, no, but I went to like this special school that they didn't speak French and they only.
But to me, that's not like
That
you're
outlandish.
lying. To me, that's like you're pranking.
Okay,
Justifying a lie.
justifying
I
lying.
suppose that's a lie, but like
If you don't reveal that you're kidding, it's a lie. But
yeah,
if you do, it's a prank.
it's a prank. It's a prank. But when I'm drunk and when I'm sober, I'll go just lie, just little white lies all the time. If I just like don't feel about like
You're not making me feel confident.
No,
about
if
that shit right now.
if I don't want to like have to explain something, I'll just be like, yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Also, sometimes it's like this person has no right to know this.
right.
You know, I don't
Right.
need to tell them.
Yeah, but it can be just something stupid, right? Like I don't even have an example.
Agree. I definitely
But
white lie.
If I just want to end a conversation, I'll just be like, yes, no, whatever.
That's not a lie.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yes and no. I really meant no and yes. So I was totally lying. I feel like sometimes it's, oh, who are you on the phone with? And like maybe I don't want to say who I was on the phone with. I was with my mom.
Right.
But
It
that
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
hurt
It doesn't
anyone.
affect anybody.
Yeah, I
That's
feel the same.
why that's what I'm saying. Like you just want the conversation to be over.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if you see this like random character, that now I have all these questions.
Yeah, then it's like,
Why
you
are
have
you
to
talking
talk
to
about
them? Like
him
what
or
were
her
you
and
talking
so on.
about?
Yeah.
And then it's like if you don't feel like that's what I'm saying. If I don't feel like explaining something, I
Yeah.
will just throw a lie out there because it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like where it's fine. Or yeah, like.
But then when you're drunk, I feel like I will just say things that I don't even believe.
That's what pisses me off. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm like, who made that thought? Who made
Yeah,
that
because that's the
thought?
thing. Because I feel like also, drunk words or sober thoughts, whatever. Then it's like drunk actions are not equivalent to sober actions. So why?
Nothing adds up.
You know what I mean?
Nothing
It's
adds
like,
up.
okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't kiss that person sober, but I did drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, it's the same rationale that it's like, no, because I wouldn't say that sober, and I said that drinking, but I don't believe it. Or again, it's not
Right.
actually true, or, I just, again,
Right.
I feel like I just say random shit. Like, I like you, when you said that person was the love of your life,
It's like, that's always a lie.
and you're like, I could see us getting married, and like, whatever, and then I'm sitting over here,
You're like, you're
being
running your mouth again.
you have not talked about this man in quite some time.
Quite some time.
Where is this coming from? This is a lie.
But
If
to
you were-
me, it's like when you're drunk, it can also just be like, you're just being dramatic. Like,
True.
to me, it's not always
Love my
like
life.
you're being truthful versus lying. It's like
True.
you're just being annoying.
You're
right now.
stretching. Like,
Yeah, it's like you're just being annoying. Shut up.
yeah, it's like, oh, I had a crush on them for like 2 months, and now I'm trying to say that I am marrying them.
Right.
Like, I would need you to call me out.
No, at that point, that's your class crush.
Yeah, like
Right.
that's like a summer school fling.
Right.
Summer school fling, I guess. Not
Right.
summer fling,
Right.
but summer fling.
No,
Okay.
your soft spot is who you think is the love of your life, and you actually want to marry them.
Yeah.
Or no.
Okay. It's so hard because I do think, like, a soft spot is someone that you'll just always have feelings for. And, like, maybe it doesn't have to be, like, I'm in love or whatever, but I think it's something where, even when you're maybe dating someone in the future, like, you still might think of them from time to time. You kind of know what I mean? That it's like,
Oh, right.
and if they show up in your life, like, you'll probably drop everything to go see them if, like, they
If
are
they're always
in town.
maybe. You're
Yeah.
forever maybe.
Yeah,
Or-
always be my maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like forever, like what if? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So I do think that it's...
Is that a song? Always be my maybe.
It's a movie.
Okay. Yeah.
It's set in SF.
Oh yeah.
But it's from the girl from Beef.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Legend.
We watched it.
And I think when you do cross the threshold of like, oh, and now I guess we'll try and like date, like maybe I don't also think it has to be, like, a mutual soft spot, but I think if you do have that feeling that, like, I'll always kind of have feelings for blank, like, most likely, they probably left an impact on you, and if they left an impact on you, you probably left an impact on them, so it's like, they might also see you as a soft spot, but it doesn't have to be, like, in order for that to equal a soft spot, it has to be both.
Yeah, do you think there's two-way soft spots?
Yeah, I honestly...
Because to me, if it's a two-way soft spot,
you should date.
You should
get married, yeah.
But for me, if it's a soft spot, it's like, something is happening where it's not a two-way situation.
And you're feeling, like, alone.
And that's what makes it a soft spot to me.
I think it can be both. Because I think, like, there can be a scenario that their timing was never right. And that's where, like,
they both feel that way.
But... yeah, I get that sometimes it's like, this person might be in a relationship and you're not, then you feel it a lot more because they're not, hopefully not thinking about you. Or if they are, then you should get married. You know, it's like they're your forever.
Yeah. I want to be in love.
I literally looked up a playlist the other day on Spotify. It was like songs that make me feel like I'm in love. Because I was just like,
hey, who were you picturing?
No one. Like, I was like, this is what's so sad. I was like, who do I even, like, come up with scenarios with anymore?
Right? And that's
that's what's depressing.
That's the thing about country music. It's always about being in love.
True.
And I'm like, oh, this is so feel good, but, like, who's my person?
I know. I'm like, I'm so alone. But at the same time, I'm like, if I didn't have friends, right? I'm like, if I didn't have friends, though, which would be sad, that's when I would truly feel alone. I think it's like, oh, I'm alone at 11 p.m. But then I wake up and I start my day. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this would be nice to have someone laying next to me.
Right.
Do I feel the need to go on Hinge to go find that? No.
To fulfill that? No. It's like, do I feel that every night? No.
True.
But I feel like
it's maybe I'm listening to music and
it's like, oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, like, he's right there.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Right? No, I get that. Yeah. But I think there are girls who are just relationship girls, and they just always have that feeling of like, oh, I want someone next to me, so they're just gonna like find somebody to fill that void.
Yeah, like doesn't matter if they're actually compatible. That's where the problem is.
But I do think girls like literally just like to be in relationships sometimes, which is so scary to me because like then their boyfriend's so replaceable.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like I wouldn't want to date someone who is so maybe categorized as a relationship person. Because then they will date anyone.
It's a red flag.
It's not special. You're not special.
You're not special. You're replaceable. And
yeah. And, you know, I feel like when someone jumps from relationship to relationship, there's some emotional cheating going on at the tail end. Because if you have your next victim lined up. Like, honestly. If you have your next person basically already in your back pocket, like
your roster, the roster lined up. You already know who's batting next.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it's sus.
If you're anything,
you're calculated. You're
calculated.
Yeah.
No. If you are thinking about the next person you want to date, why are you dating this current person?
Yeah, like it's like just that's why like cheating is not excusable to me. It's like you shouldn't be with me or be with that person if you are putting yourself in a situation to hurt them.
Right.
You know, it's oh, I still love you. You don't. You wouldn't cheat on someone you love.
Because you can be like, I still care about you.
But you're not valid. You don't love.
No.
Like,
no. Because if you love them, you wouldn't be looking elsewhere.
True.
Right.
And then I'm like, or am I just ignorant in thinking that, people aren't looking? I don't know. Like,
I don't know, but I feel like cheating happens all the time.
I know.
Which is so scary. Too.
Well, and it's so much easier also to cheat like now with dating apps.
Yeah.
It's like, you can just literally go out and find someone that night. But in the past, it was probably like, you would have to go to a bar and like really pick up a girl or a guy. I'm not saying men just cheat, but from like our experience.
Yeah.
But now it really could just be like, okay, my girlfriend's out of town. I'm gonna invite
go on Tinder for the night.
Invite someone over.
Right. Like, it's don't be in a at that point, you don't want to be in a committed relationship, or maybe you do, but at the same time,
I can't.
Where did you spill it?
Like right there. And I'm like, I have still like a soft salsa stain.
Oh God, I shouldn't be allowed to wear white.
I really
You
should.
burnt this jacket, correct?
Yeah.
Can you explain how you burnt your jacket?
Okay. So basically, we went out for the day, remember?
Yeah, a little drink or two.
Palm House Sunday. So good.
Mm-hmm.
And just like so bright and beautiful in there.
Okay.
Honestly.
I
And like felt like I was on a Hawaiian vacation.
I know.
And I
Made it feel like
outside.
summer.
I know. That was perfect.
Summer vibes.
We wore summer dresses.
Yeah.
We were looking fresh
Fresh and clean.
as hell. And then I just stayed in that all day. Like, it was pink dress with this. And then I think I spilled again. Like, I don't know where that came from.
You have so many colors that's not white on your jacket. And they're all orange.
What the fuck am I eating? Like,
What is orange?
I think this is from the sandwich.
Okay, I see.
Probably I'm shaking.
Oh God.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we came home. You changed right away, and for some reason I was just like, I'm comfortable in my long dress and jean jacket. And then
The second I'm home from any function, work, anything, I'm changing.
that used to be me in college,
mhm.
and then I guess if I'm wearing something uncomfortable, that's definitely when I'll change. But if it's something that I guess I could lay around in, sometimes I don't want to feel like lazy and put on my pajamas.
Yeah, you're like, it's not bedtime yet.
Yeah, and it's like, it makes you feel kind of weird.
Yeah.
And especially because I don't own sweats.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe that's good investment.
Yeah.
But then I felt the need to make some ramen because I already spent so much
You
money.
love nudes. That's
I
why.
love nudes. And
Nudes.
I think,
You like sending them?
literally never once. Too sketch. The internet is forever.
Yeah, men can't be trusted either. Period.
Period. But I honestly think I just got like too close to the flame, and then suddenly I was just like, it's really hot in here, and I was legitimately on fire. And
Well, you were like, Megan.
I was like, wait, Megan, you're like, take it off! And you were just like, Megan. I was like, wait, I honestly feel like, is it better if you just like threw a glass of water on me, or like, do I take it off?
Because I didn't want it burning your hair or skin, so I was like, take it off your body. Well, I was originally gonna stomp on it, but then I was like, no, put it in the sink and wash it out.
Smart. The stomp.
Why do I feel like that's how normal people put out fires? You stomp, right?
So
I bet there's a horrible prank.
What?
Shit bag. So
You're a little too close. Like, too excited. I mean, I don't know why it's so close.
No, so you put
You're like, yeah.
I was like, you put poop in a brown paper bag, you put it on someone's doorstep, set
That
it on
is
fire.
messed up.
Well, you set it on fire, so then they see that it's on fire, so they have to stomp it to put it out, and then they stomp and shit.
Maybe, like, that's... I don't know. I feel like if something was on fire on my doorstep, I would probably get a glass of water. Like, I don't know if that's just, like, me. And
Yeah.
like,
Why do I have this, like...
stomping theory.
I didn't invent stomping on fire.
Okay, I think...
You have to have seen
I
stomping on
definitely
fire.
think I have. I guess it's not my, like, first reaction, but, like, it's not like I'm a firefighter and deal with fires all day. You know, it's like I don't think about fires. But I think when it is a different type of fire, like, so there's, like, an oil fire or, like...
Oh, like a grease fire.
Grease fire. You don't
can't
put water
water.
in it. Like, you have to, like, suffocate it? Suppress
I
it?
don't know how you stop a grease fire.
I think
Baking soda?
I think
or some shit?
I remember my mom had that happen, and she just threw a towel on it. So I think
What is a towel?
you basically have to, like, cut off its, like, oxygen. You know how, like, with a candle,
Yeah.
you, like, can put
Yeah.
something over it, it just, like, burns out?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, like, a similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what's, like, a non-grease gas fire? Like, what's the other fire?
What are the types of fires? I don't know. There's wildfire.
There's this, there's that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I feel like you're also thinking about this stomping fire because, like, people, like, stomp out cigarette butts. You kind of get where I'm
Oh,
coming from?
maybe that's where it's coming from.
Maybe?
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't
see that.
know. Or maybe because I heard about that prank. So
Who told you this prank?
I think my grandpa, he likes to prank. It's kind of in my blood, except for I'm not good at executing.
Okay,
them.
I was like,
You're fucking
okay.
No, but he loves a prank, and so he told me about that prank one time,
And you're like, oh.
and
my
I was
God.
like, should we execute it? Like,
I think that's pretty messed up.
that's
TBH. Like, that one's Not a funny prank. Like,
No, that's funny. Come on.
No, that's like really mean. I feel like it would have to be to someone that truly deserves it.
Right. I saw this TikTok today of like super evil way, like payback. And,
oh yeah, like,
and this chick was like, you know, like if your ex cheated on you or whatever.
yeah, that's fine.
Put their like phone numbers, like if it's election season, sign up for like all of the people racing.
Oh my god.
Or whatever, and so they're flooded with texts and things like that. She's like, if you know their passwords, like, or like literally just call their gym and cancel their gym membership.
Yes.
Or like
I saw that.
just like log into their Spotify and like delete their account or like whatever. Just like
So it's like delete all their playlists. Like I'd be
That's
devastated.
That's
I
so
would be
cool.
devastated. That's like my memory. That's like my camera roll for music. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
no, exactly.
The exact.
Like I go back to my playlist from 2016. I was like, this was the moment. Summer,
This was the moment.
Coachella, 2016. No, but I was like, this was like the moment. Like I have like distinct memories like listening to these songs.
And like I knew also too, like, oh, this was the playlist I'd put on for my drive to school, and I would most of the time never put it on shuffle. I would literally just cue everything because I have to enjoy my drive. And what if a song that I don't like comes on, and I don't want to grab my phone when I'm driving?
No.
That's sketch.
You don't do that.
And it's like knowing exactly the end of a song, and you know what you used to cue up, so it automatically like plays in your brain.
That happens to me.
That happens to me so often.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm expecting this next song to come on. I was like,
And then it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Because I actually feel like sometimes Spotify will shuffle in the same shuffle order. Is that not happen? Does that not happen?
How can you shuffle it in the same shuffle order?
So
wait, say that again.
So like you know how you organize your playlist?
Yeah.
And it's an ordered songs 1 to 20.
Okay.
But when you hit shuffle, I feel like sometimes the algorithm always goes like number 6, the number 12, the number 2. So even though yes, it's shuffling,
but it's in the same order.
It will be in the same order most times, I feel like.
I think my playlists are too big that I can't have that. But I think that would make sense. If you have like a 20-song playlist, it could kind of become that.
And I'm like, this isn't the definition of shuffling. It should be a different order every time.
Yeah, it should be like, oh, well, now it's Mr. Brightside, and then it's, you know, The Boy's a Liar versus, you know? Two very random songs.
Yeah, I was like, okay, songs.
Someone trivia me. Quiz me. I think that's a fun game.
What game?
Like
trivia?
No. Trivia's not its own game.
Trivia's fun.
Trivia is fun. But like the game of you have to guess like the artist or.
Oh my god,
like,
I love doing that with One Direction songs. I'll
so you do
shuffle.
it to yourself.
Yeah, is that weird?
I think it's more fun when it's like competitive with like.
Oh my god, I'll just like literally shuffle like my One Direction AF playlist. It's all the One Direction songs, and then in the first couple notes, I'm like, oh, it's Little White Lies.
I think the thing is that's like you know the artist already. Like it'd be more fun to like shuffle. I feel like
completely random.
Your actual like a whole liked songs library, and see how long it would take you to like.
That'd be difficult.
Yeah.
Because I
let's
feel
play
like
that game.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
I feel like I have bought like so many songs where I'm like, oh, like this artist just dropped a new single. Add to my library, but I actually don't like
know any of the songs.
Listen to it.
True.
So I feel like I have been shuffling my liked songs recently because I feel like I'm in a music rut.
Me too.
And
yet every day I find new songs
will come up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this song?
I do that too, and I'm like, who were you when you liked this song?
Right,
It
I'm like,
makes me.
I was like, did you mean to like this?
Overanalyze myself.
Right? I'm like, why did you do that?
It's like some inner like
interpersonal
relationship. No, it's like I don't know, an internal reflection, I guess.
Yeah, personal reflection.
Yeah, like a personal reflection that okay, was I feeling sad this day because this song is depressing? Right. And I don't actually ever listen to it, but it's on my liked songs. I feel like there was a song the other day that I was like, this song is actually bad, and this person cannot sing well, but I like the background of like
the beat or whatever.
The beat, whichever it is. And so I'm kind of guess I'll listen to it, even though he sounds terrible, the artist. But I like the background.
I do the same thing, and I will like a song only for like the rhythm or the beat, whatever you want to call it,
And not the lyrics.
But not the lyrics. But I'm like, I feel like that's like a fake music lover. But I mean, to each their own.
Okay, I get that.
To each their own. But I'm like, I feel like a con artist right now because I feel like you should appreciate the music for the lyrics and not just the beat because then.
I think that's better though that you're appreciating it for the actual music instead of just the lyrics, because I feel like that means that you actually like the instrumentals of what goes
so not a
into.
con.
No, I think if anything, it's maybe you're like more snobby with music rather than like.
Really?
Oh, I like that part. You pat yourself on the back because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble probably for saying this.
Ooh, canceled.
Okay, so I won't name drop that.
Okay.
Certain artists have really chewy lyrics.
Oh,
You know what I mean? But the actual song is really catchy or really sweet sounding, or it's just like, oh, this is a good song for this type of mood because of what the background is, the instrumentals is. But the actual lyrics either
Are
take
shitty.
no talent to write,
Yeah.
or they're kind of cringy, and you're just like, ugh, I don't really like it, but I do like it. Like I like the background. And
Okay,
like,
cheers. See you
cheers.
soon.